Hey guys, Roark Productions here with a brand new video. Today I'll be doing a review of the LEGO Star Wars Final Duel II. I think this set came out in early 2000s, late 90s. I believe it was 1999 or 2000. It's one of those 2 years. Can't quite determine. I'll look it up. Put it in a caption somewhere. So, the ages are 6 to 12. It's got a nice picture of the set. By the way, this one was used. My brother bought it. And I believe the only thing missing from it was the lightsaber, so that won't be in the review. And yeah, so, a little heads up for that. Then we've got a little display of all the minifigures. We got the Stormtrooper. We got Luke. We have the Imperial Officer. Just a bunch of stuff, a little price tag, bat. And then on the back we have little advertisements for Star Wars the movie, then more websites. Back when they advertised for a lot of websites on these things, it's quite funny. And then we have the other Final Duels down here. And yeah. So then once you were to open it, you would then find the instruction booklet. Now I apologize because I'm doing this one-handed. Got the microphone. So yeah, I gotta hold that while I do this. So we've got nice, same picture as before. Got all the same information. Then obviously the building steps. In the back of the instruction book, I believe it's right here, yep. Sorry, give me 1 second. So yeah, we've got more advertisements for all of it. We've got Death Star Final Duel, Final Duel 1, Final Duel 2. Then we've got the pictures of them. Pictures of some minifigures down there, sorry. So we've got all of those guys. Then over here we've got an advertisement for some Episode 1 stuff, so that's pretty cool. And then on the back, we got more advertisements, yes. Alright. So now let's actually move on to the set. So this set is incredibly small, in case you haven't noticed. It's only 24 pieces, but it's actually quite cool. So it comes with the minifigures, which were the main grab of this set. Just set them there. And before we get on to them, we'll look at the nice little Death Star walking area. We've got some nice railings here, a little doorway that you can walk into. Quite cool. So this is really all it is. It's quite a small little thing, but it's quite nice, so that you can reenact some scenes there. Pretty cool. So then we've got Luke, who we've gotten quite a few times. Okay, hang on, I'm going to focus the camera. Give me 1 second. So then we have Luke here, who isn't all that different from the other Lukes. He's really not much has changed for him, when he's at least in this version, other than I think the hair color and the skin where he's then peach instead of yellow. Not much has changed about him over the years. Then we have the Imperial Officer, where he's just got the old generic Lego smiley face. And this one's a bit torn up, as I said, it was used. But yeah, it's pretty good looking. I really like the shirt that he has. Nice hat. Quite a cool figure. So then we have the Stormtrooper, who really hasn't changed all that much like the Luke. And he, I'd say, has changed a bit more, because originally, as usual, they all had these megaphone blasters, as I like to call them, because they all just looked like a bunch of megaphones that they were carrying around. This is the mustache one, where it kind of looks more like a mustache than anything else. It's pretty cool. He actually has back printing, unlike all of the other figures. It's got some nice things. And he has a blank yellow head underneath, as opposed to all of the other ones, which have had black or a face underneath it. My goodness. So yeah, overall a really good set. Well, back then. Now, it's somewhat expensive. We were lucky enough to get this fairly cheap. So, we were lucky with that. I'd say if you're looking for a older Lego set to get and you don't want to spend all that much money, you can find these guys for about $15. I wouldn't go for more than 20 on it just because it's a small amount of pieces and figures. Overall, it's a pretty good set. Yeah. Got some nice minifigures. I was surprised that when we got it, the box was in really good condition. So yeah, that was nice for that. So I could do this review. And yeah. Sorry for this video being kind of short, but there's not all that much to talk about on this set. It's quite small. It's only 23 pieces. I believe I said 24 earlier. Sorry about that. So yeah, pretty nice little set. If you can find it for cheap, I suggest getting it. If you're not really a fan of the set, meh. I can see why, because it's just not a lot here, but I like it. So yeah, this has been Roark's Productions. See ya.